Hello my dear friends. Me David Nolan, with a new history topic in our channel. Dilip Shanghvi. Who is Dilip Shanghvi? Dilip Shanghvi is an Indian finance manager included among the most extravagant people in India. He is the author and overseer of Sun Pharmaceuticals, a worldwide drug organization. It is the biggest persistent solution organization in India and offers definitions in assorted restorative regions, like psychiatry, nervous system science, gastroenterology, cardiology and diabetology. Brought into the world in a modest community as the child of a discount drug wholesaler, Shanghvi moved on from the University of Calcutta with a 4-year certification in business. As a young fellow, he worked alongside his dad, helping him in his discount conventional medications business when opening his own medication fabricating unit struck him. Notwithstanding his absence of a conventional science training, he began Sun Pharmaceutical Industries with a 2-man showcasing group and 5 items. Having begun little, he zeroed in the long run developing his organization, and inside the space of years was sending out his items to adjoining nations. He before long started securing different organizations, which drove him to develop his business complex. His prominent global acquisitions incorporate America's Caraco Pharma and Israel's Taro Pharma. In 2014 he procured Ranbaxy, making Sun Pharmaceuticals the biggest pharma organization in India and the 5th biggest strength non-exclusive organization worldwide. In 2015, he overwhelmed Mukesh Ambani as the most extravagant individual in India. Youth and early life. Dilip Shanghvi was brought into the world on 1 October 1955 in Amreli, a humble community in Gujarat, India, to Shantilal N. Shanghvi and his better half Kumud. His dad was a discount drug merchant. He finished his tutoring from J.J. Ajmera High School, following which he moved on from Bhawanipur Education Society College. He then, at that point, continued to procure a Bachelor of Commerce degree from the University of Calcutta. Profession. After finishing his schooling, he began assisting his fathering in his discount non-exclusive medications business in Kolkata as a medications merchant. It was during this time that beginning his own medications producing organization came to him. He acquired 10,000 rupees from his dad and set up Sun Pharmaceutical Industries in Vapi, Gujarat, in 1982. The business was begun with a 2-man showcasing group and a little assembling office where just 5 psychiatry items were delivered. Shanghvi and his group endeavored to develop the business a little at a time, and by the mid-1990s the organization had opened its own examination and assembling offices. New product offerings in the areas of cardiology and gastroenterology had likewise been added. By the mid-1990s the organization had likewise started trading to adjoining nations. In 1994, the organization opened up to the world. Under Shanghvi's initiative, the organization kept on developing at a quick rate. An adroit financial specialist, he took on a broad procurement technique to grow the organization. In 1996, he purchased a medication-producing plant of Knoll Pharma in Ahmednagar, Maharashtra, his first procurement. At this point he was additionally ready to extend the organization's compass to 24 nations. In the 1990s, when Indian drugs were occupied with furious contest with worldwide medication creators, Shanghvi zeroed in his assets on making an arrangement of specialty conventional medications and claimed to fame and ongoing treatments like psychiatry, cardiovascular, nervous system science, oncology and dermatology. This system paid off and his organization enlisted amazing development over the following decade. In 1997, Sun Pharma made its first global procurement when it obtained the misfortune-making Detroit-based Caraco Pharmaceutical Laboratories, intending to grow Sun's compass in the United States. Around this time it likewise took value stakes in 2 unmistakable Indian medication producers, Tamil Nadu Dada Pharmaceuticals and MJ Pharmaceuticals. Having effectively extended his business in the US following the securing of Caraco, Shanghvi proceeded with his obtaining procedure, growing at a fast rate. Somewhere in the range of 1999 and 2012, he obtained in excess of 12 organizations and brands. In 2007, he started the methodology to obtain Israel's Taro Pharmaceutical Industries and figured out how to at last buy it in 2010 after a 3-year takeover fight. This securing helped Sun Pharma practically twofold its US incomes to more than $1 billion. Worldwide development likewise constrained the organization to confront a few difficulties. In March 2014, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration prohibited imports from Sun Pharma's industrial facility in Karkhadi in Gujarat, referring to that the plant's assembling rehearsals were bad. That very year Sun Pharma reviewed 68,000 jugs of its upper medication from the US after they bombed a quality test. Significant works. Dilip Shanghvi is the originator of Sun Pharmaceutical Industries Limited, an Indian global drug organization which is the biggest persistent remedy organization in India. It is likewise the biggest Indian pharma organization in the US and the fifth biggest strength conventional organization worldwide. Grants and achievements. In 2011, he was given the CNNIBN Indian of the Year in the business classification. The Government of India granted Dilip Shanghvi the Padma Shri, the fourth most noteworthy non-military personnel grant in the country, in 2016. Individual life and legacy. He is hitched to Vibha, and a few has two kids, Alok and Vidhi. Total assets. Dilip Shanghvi has an expected total assets of $17.5 billion United States dollars.